Jorge Prado.
At a national,
What place does he get?
first.
Okay.
First, second, or third at a national. 2 more years, supercross training, he'll win. But over in Europe, they race like, you look at Lommel. Shout out to Jordi. I feel bad for him.
In the app?
Yep.
Jordi?
They only have one track left. He's trying to save Millie and Jordi. How about that? Or Millie and Lommel. Remember
Is Millie in Belgium as well?
Yeah.
I saw him post in the discussion app today, and he said, I hope this is okay to post here. I'm like, if we're saving a track? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll save a track. But, you look at tracks like the tracks that those guys race on. Even Villapoto went over there, and he was our best guy, and he went over there. And
it's hard to adapt. It's
very hard to adapt.
You're in a different country. Everything's different. Your bike's different.
Yeah, everything's different. But like you look at those guys over there, Prado. I mean, I don't miss a race in any. I watch TTs. I watch all of them. And when I watch the MXGP guys, they're incredible riders. And I love Geiser. I love Favre. I love all of them. Prado will win, but he's going to have to give up the European, just like
like a Muskin.
Yeah, like you're going to have to give up that lifestyle of motocross, come over here and learn supercross. Because supercross, and I've learned that most from you.
What was your guess coming in on how he was going to do? And then
between 10th and 15th.
Which is right where he ended up, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he get 13th?
Something like that, yeah.
That's really good.
Well,
and he got the whole shot in the main event, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's different. It's a different sport. And you even told me that.
Yeah,
it's a completely different sport.
Yeah, he looked, and I saw him. He looked good in the whoops. He looked good.
Yeah, but don't forget
usually you see those guys, they come over in the first year or 2 or 3, the whoops look a little hectic.
Yeah.
And that's on a 250. Forget about on a 450. What's up, everybody? AJ from the Moto Academy here. We have just released new content inside of the Moto Academy app. If you want one-on-one training in motocross, enduro, anything 2 wheels, go to club.themotoacademy.com. Train online with us today. That a 450 is a lot of bike to hang on to in the whoops. A 450 is a blast in the whoops when they're perfectly groomed because you just can go really, really fast.
Well, you could.
But, and even then it gets scary because like I've clicked 4th in the whoops a handful of times on a 450 and it's just like, it keeps going. And you got to be careful because you will it's like those speed boats where they just all of a sudden catch air. You just feel like, it gets away from you really quick.
Like a manual.
I remember watching Jet the first day at the dog pound on the 450. And he would grab that upshift. I'm pretty sure in the long set he was going to 4th, or he was doing 3rd, and somebody recommended 4th. And watching him go in 4th a few times, it was like,
hang on,
because he would just. I'm like, Jet, just make sure that thing is hitting the top of something.
Yeah.
Whether it's whoop 2 or whoop 5, like you better aim for the top of that thing because that's scary watching.
Yeah.
Me and Dino were sitting there just like,
what's wrong with this kid?
Yeah. But when the whoops start to get beat up, that's when it becomes even more of a factor. And on the 450, when the whoops start to get beat up and you kind of get a little nervous or you're fatigued and you're starting to lean back a little bit, it gets so physical. It's like riding a bull sometimes when you're going through the whoops.
I mean, I can't imagine. I mean,
and the worse your technique is, the more it's like you're riding a bull.
Right. I mean, it's.
And Prado did not look that way from what I saw.
No, but again, I'm not putting anybody down. Axel Hodges, he can make big jumps. A lot of guys can make big jumps. But what you guys do here in America with Supercross, not only do you make big jumps with the rhythm section and the triples and all that, you just do it consistently. And what everybody talks about when they come at the app, like even last night we were watching you ride, how does he know what gear to be in? How does he know this? How does he know that? And it's like, for you, it's simple. You sit there and tell us, I know what gear I'm in every second of the day. Not everybody does that. I mean, we're all trying to aspire to that. But when you do that, we're watching you and it's like, wow, he is an alien. And then, and I'm sure Prado knows what gear he's in. I'm not saying that, but it's just different. Like a Supercross track.
Uno, dos, tres.
It's crazy.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, make sure you go download them on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to watch full episodes or be a person that sends in your own video submission, go to club.themotoacademy.com and subscribe to join the Moto Academy family today.